the year for you to finally say, enough is enough. You're not going to solve anything if you don't face it. Can I talk to my people who are professional shutdowners? And see, what you don't know is when you give the silent treatment to your partner or your family members, that's actually rooted in psychological abuse, because you're using your silence as a tool of manipulation to try to get what you want out of them. If I stop talking to them, they'll ask me what's wrong, and then I can pull them back in. And that's cute when you're a child. But when I became a man, and when I became a woman, you got to put away those childish things. You can't fix what you won't face. James Baldwin put it like this: not everything that is faced can be changed, but nothing can be changed until it is faced. Last year was the last year you keep avoiding the pain that you won't deal with. It's the last year you pretend like you're happy and you're not. It's the last year you keep sweeping it up under the rug. It's the last year you keep letting people talk to you crazy, and you sit there in silence like you don't know how to respond. No. I came to wake up the beast in you. And you can be truthful and tactful at the same time. But I ain't scared of none of y'all in 2026. I done suffered in 24. I kept my mouth closed in 25, and it made me sick with ulcers and raised my blood pressure. I ain't just talking about me, I'm talking about examples in this room. And if you want to be well on the outside, you got to stop holding stuff in on the inside. Somebody shout, face it.
Hey, you guys, welcome to the live. I am LadyRo, and welcome to LadyRo's Kingdom. Today, we are going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe and Ryan Davis. I don't know why I want to say Ray Davis. Ryan Davis. Hey, living for me. Thanks for joining the live. Make sure my light is good. Face it. Yes. Good morning, Addie Hill. Thanks for coming on in. And yes, living for me, face it. I found that little clip online and I thought maybe it was worth the share. That was Reginald Sharpe, pastor of the Fellowship Missionary Baptist Church, better known as the Ship. It is the former church of Reverend Clay Evans. It was the church that I believe he founded it, or if he didn't found it, if he was not the founder of it, let me correct that. He actually was the pastor for many, many years. We're going to go on and get into the topic for today. But first, let's do some housekeeping. Everything that is said in this live, all views are expressed in this live are alleged. They're in my opinion, and they're all for entertainment purposes. Every single one of them. But today's live, we're going to talk about Shannon Sharpe and Ryan Davis. Their interview that they did online. In case you don't know, Ryan Davis is a comedian, and Shannon Sharpe is an ex-NFL player who is now he has a podcast. I believe he has a media company, doing a bunch of different things. He does pretty well with interviews, so we're going to check it out and see exactly what they're talking about. Fair use notice. Let's get that bad boy up here. Fair use. Some material in this video is used under U.S. copyright Fair Use Section 107 for purposes such as commentary, criticism, news reporting, and education. My daughter actually came to me. I said it was Saturday, but I believe it was Sunday. And she was talking to me about the Ryan Shannon Sharpe interview. She goes, "Mom, have you seen it?" And I was like, "No, I haven't seen it." She goes, "We need to watch it. I've seen bits and pieces, but I would love to watch it with you." So we watched it together. She had a lot of views. She had a lot of things she wanted to express to her feelings. And I think it was, she said, "Mom, I think you need to talk about that on your YouTube channel." And I believe it's a good example of things that we need to be aware of in our families and our homes. So let's go over, let's listen to it. I have a little piece here and a little piece there, all of it everywhere. That I found. I heard that Shannon Sharpe's a little funny about his stuff, so we're gonna go through it, but I'm gonna stop it a lot and do some commentary in between. So remember, fair use disclaimer. Some US for purposes such as commentary. So we're gonna be doing some commentary, me talking about it. Got a lot of criticism, a whole lot of it, and some education. Hopefully, we can educate each other on better ways to be parents and what we should and shouldn't do. All of my children are adults, but I think that you're never too old to learn. Again, this is the Ryan Davis Shannon Sharpe interview. I believe the interview was roughly about 2.5 hours, maybe a little bit longer, or less, somewhere in there. But there was a lot said in the interview. I want to play this part first. Actually found this on the Ticker Talker, and it is of Ryan talking about his mom. And I think this is a foundation of where we should start. Hey, Symmetry. Thanks for joining the live. She said, and she didn't say anything else. I really think this is where we should start. And then we're going to build it up. She said, I'm late. Thanks for even showing up. I appreciate you coming in. We're going to start at the foundation of what Ryan kind of, because he started at the beginning, a little bit in the beginning about his mom. And I think that's a great place to get started so that we could kind of figure out maybe his mindset, where he was at when he made the comments about his daughter. So let's go. Might hear a little snoring because we got a guest in here asleep. So let's go.
In 4 years. Yes. You blame your mom for the...
Go back.
You haven't talked to your mom in 4 years.
Yes.
You blame your...
So he starts out with Shannon saying, you haven't talked to your mom in 4 years. And he says yes.
Mom for the trauma that you feel sometime in your life. Your mom had 4 kids by the time she was 19.
Yes. Yeah.
You still blame your mom?
I blame my dad.
You blame...
He blames his dad, but he hasn't spoken to his mom in 4 years. But he blames his dad. Let's listen to his reasoning. Let's see if it makes any sense.
Your dad, but you blame your dad for how he treated your mom, but you blame your mom for staying.
He did that to her. Now, how you respond to how you treat it is yours.
Right.
Like, she treated us the way she treat us because of what she went through with him. I have to understand, because I had my first child at 27. I was her third at 17. I wasn't ready at 27. I can only imagine.
3 at 17?
He doesn't blame his mom. He hasn't spoken to her in 4 years. The way you respond to the way you're treated is on you. I'm just trying to backtrack. Is on you. His mom treated them the way she did because of the way she had been treated. He said caveat that his mom, he was the third child at the age of 17. He had his first child at 27 and he wasn't ready. So let's see where else he's going to go with this. Because at this point, he's talking in riddles. You know how people just like to hear themselves speak? I think that's kind of what Ryan's doing. But let's hear him out.
17. That's what I'm saying.
She'd have been a senior in high school. You say she dropped out.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, I get my intelligence from my mother. My mother is very smart. My mother could have accomplished everything.
Okay, wait a minute. He gets his smarts from his mom, but he hasn't talked to his mom in 3 years because he blames his dad, but his mom, he didn't say anything about it. He said the way you react to the way you're treated is on you. But his mom she treated them bad based on the way their dad had treated them. But still he hasn't talked to his mom in 3 years. I'm confused.
Thing that y'all think, like people who appreciate my mental capacity, double that. That's my mom.
Who appreciates his mental capacity? Because baby, right now you got me confused. But you go right ahead.
Mama, she was a child. Her life.
Then why haven't you spoken to her in 4 years? She's still your mama.
Got derailed. And sometimes I wonder if she looks at me and she see the derailment and not the thing she created that she can be proud of. I talk about the bad because I want people who are going through it to understand how this affects children. I want my mom. I want my mother.
I'm not sure. Anybody else getting anything else out of this as to why he hasn't spoken to her in 4 years? Because at this point, I'm just a little bit confused. But let's keep on going. Maybe I'm speaking too soon.
Even if she watches this and she gets upset and she's like, "See, he talking about it again. Come get me. I need you. I want."
Come get me. I need you. I want my mother. She's gonna say he's talking. Maybe his mama stopped talking to him because he uses her in some of his comedic jokes.
I want you in my life. I have not given up on us having a relationship, but I'm not him. What he did to you and how he's made you feel. I know I look just like him, but it's just come be my mother. Just come be my mother, and I promise I'll put everything behind us. I really don't hold no ill will. I understand your circumstances.
I wonder if he stopped talking to her or she stopped talking to him just based on what he did on stage, talking about his childhood, so on and so forth.
But in order for you to have the relationship with your children and your grandchildren that I know you want and you deserve to have, and the relationship all of us deserve to have, you gotta let it go. I
wonder what let go. What are we letting go? What are we letting go? I wonder, has he been to therapy and did any kind of work? Because he sounds like he talks in riddles.
Gotta let it go so we can have each other. My parents had a age gap that was inappropriate. And I said, I would give my life and not be here if that meant my mother could be protected and could have her childhood back so she wouldn't have the demons that she has to live with. The first 5, here's the ages. So it is, let me see, I'm 38, so Keith 42, 30.
Oldest child is 42, right? Or maybe next. He's 38. He's number 3. There's 5 before she was 19.
39, 38, 37. Wow.
So your mom probably had the first kid at like 13, 14.
13, yeah.
I wonder what the age gap between his parents are. Hey, that's me, AD. Thanks for joining. Living for Me says, so if you need attention, just ask for it. I agree, but instead, and here's the thing, I believe that the mic is the attention that he seeks, that microphone and telling jokes. But I think sometimes that he's not really living realistically based on his real life versus a joke. I believe that he kind of mixes the two, and I believe you'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later, because we actually have words from the baby's mama.
I know, I get it. I'm past all of it. Just come be my mama. That's all just come be.
Have you had that conversation with her? Have you ever sat down and had a conversation with your mom?
It's hard. It's hard because it's hard to accept how your pain affected your children. You know,
I can agree with that. I can agree that sometimes realizing some of the things that happened during your children's childhood can be hard to listen to when they regurgitate it to you, because they're going to, trust me, all parents is going to be regurgitated. Every mistake you've ever made will be regurgitated to you when your children become adults. Just wait and see.
What I mean,
because she was a child herself, right?
Exactly. It's hard to So when I talk about, it's the defensiveness. You know, you have to hear, what did I say? I said that our relationship is estranged, and it's because of the things she dealt with. And I understand she was just a kid and everything, and you have to let it go. And a lot of times her response to that is, so I was a bad mom.
I didn't say you was a bad mom.
That's why it's hard to have.
But you're just telling her just to let it go. Just let it go. Whatever it is, just let it go. When if in actuality, she may need therapy as well. That may be the problem. His mom was 13 with her first child. His oldest brother is 42. His mom was 55 with a 42-year-old child.
The conversation, because there's a place she has to get to within conflict resolution. She just ain't got there because her mind is what it was. They say that you stop some parts of your development once you had children. So sometimes I'm talking to the 13-year-old version of my mom.
Especially if you're talking riddles like you're doing right now. You definitely are.
And in order to fix it, I'm going to have to get her past that. But it breaks my heart.
How about you find a therapist and you just be her son? That might work, because I can't imagine at 13 you're still playing with dolls and doing all the things, riding bikes, jumping fence, and she's giving birth to a child. And now you have a child who's coming along who wants to fix you instead of giving you the tools that you may need to work through to do your own soul work. I don't agree with that at all.
Sometimes when I'm trying and it's not working, so I ghost when it gets hard, you know? Ooh, I can't stand you, bro.
Fix that.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a day
I know.
you're not gonna have her.
I know.
And you're gonna wish you had.
I know.
Tomorrow ain't promised. Yeah. Ain't nobody, he did not, because we all got.
Who will cry for the little boy?
An appointment that we can't reschedule. We just don't know when it is.
Yeah.
Don't make that mistake, man. Go make things right with your mom. That's cold shit.
And Shannon speaking from experience because he lost his mother quite young. So I think that he does have the experience of saying, go make it right with your mom. I think when it comes to Ryan, that you get bits and pieces of the truth. Like part of it may be true. Part of it is his truth. And maybe some of it is his mom's truth. Because I believe that in every relationship, you have your part, they have their part, and then somewhere in the middle is the truth. Symmetry said she was just a child herself. They grew up together, basically. Definitely. If she's 55, her oldest child is 42, just imagine what that looked like, literally growing up together. 13-year-old was in middle school. She was in middle school or junior high with a child. That's a lot to deal with. Let's go on over here and go to the actual video that was the reason why I even decided to do this. Again, everything that I say is alleged, is in my opinion, is all for entertainment purposes. That's it. That's all. We're going to go over here and just listen to the Ryan Davis interview with Shannon Sharpe on Club Shay Shay. Here we go. Let's go. We're gonna start at the 2 minute mark, 2 minutes 24 seconds. And we're not gonna listen to, but probably about 10 minutes of it. I'm gonna be stopping and starting because I just want to talk about the part that he mentioned about his daughter. We already listened to the motherhood issues and the fact that he hasn't spoken to his mom in 4 years. So let's listen to what he said about his 10, almost 11-year-old daughter. Oh, Queen Sheba, an apology because I said she was 11. The young lady is actually 10, almost 11. Not quite 11, almost 11. But let's listen.
I embrace that I'm weird. I love being a weirdo.
You've taken ownership of that.
I've taken ownership of it. It's a blessing to pass that on to my son. You go deal with that how you go deal with that. But me and my son, we gonna be weird, and that's okay because that's our superpower.
So he has a son who's autistic, but I will say this. I think that Ryan kind of projects with child, neither here nor there. We know that some of the smartest people have some intellectual problems. Some, not all, but some do. And I believe that some of what Ryan does is project on others.
And you can tell your child, don't ever let anybody call them weird or whatever, and y'all accept whatever word, y'all gifted, special, however you want. Me and Ryan gonna be weird. That's how we gonna get down.
Your co-parent almost died giving birth.
Yes. Ooh, she not gonna like this. Go ahead.
That had to be a very scary experience.
It is, and she don't think it's funny.
Really?
Yeah.
You tell that in your set?
I do. She don't think it's funny.
Imagine almost losing your life to give someone a child, and they use it in their comedic set as a joke. This is exactly what he does. And she does, his children's mother, she does not find it funny because she actually did not want children when she met him. But I'm going to let him tell the story.
Well, she appreciates how I handled it in the set. Mm-hmm. The problem is once you put it out, everybody,
because everybody didn't know. Probably only her family and closest friends knew. Now the world knows.
Was the world, and I still tell nobody know you. When you walk through the street, nobody know that joke is about you.
Right.
But she knows. So you're trying to cheapen her experience of childbirth and what had happened to her by making it a comedic joke. Child, she's good for dealing with you.
She's not a fan of the commentary that surrounds it, but she knows that I care enough and to handle it with care. Mm-hmm. But what I also try to explain is you didn't go through this alone.
Right.
I went through it too.
Yes.
I went through it too.
Do you know what somebody help me out. Now, if you're a woman and you've had a child, they say that that's a close experience to being unalive. That's what they say childbirth is. So she almost passed away. His name is Ryan Davis. He is a comedian. She almost passed away in childbirth. And he tells her, you didn't go through this alone. I went through it too. You didn't carry a child for 9 months. Your ankles didn't swell. Your nose didn't swell. You didn't have someone probing in you every time you went to see the doctor. You didn't have to get on a bed and put your feet in stirrups. You didn't have to push. You didn't have labor pains. You didn't have to have an epidural with a catheter stuck in your back. None of those things. And you didn't have a near-death experience like she did. But child, if she went along with that, I can understand why she got some issues with you. But we're going to go ahead and listen to what you got to say.
No, I didn't almost die. But you don't know what it's like to see somebody you love who's carrying your child almost die. Mm. And think about whether you're going to lose her and the child. Yeah. Or are you going to have the child and not her? And then what your future looks like, all of these things. And the place that I put this is in my art. So let me have this. Mm. Let me have this.
But it really isn't your experience to have. It really is not your experience to have. Women, if you agree with me, just put a 1 in the chat. This lady almost lost her life in childbirth. And he wants to have his art and put it in his comedic sets or in his skits or whatever. And he says, let me have this experience because you don't know what it felt like to almost watch someone, pass away from childbirth. But this is not your experience to make a joke of or laugh. And I think that is insane. Yes, Queen Script, it's a slap. It's a slap. But let's finish listening to Ryan Davis pour out his heart to Shannon Sharpe.
because it wasn't easy for you to go through it, but it also wasn't
easy
easy.
for me.
It wasn't easy for me. And this is how I get through.
That's how you dealing with it.
This is how I'm.
If you notice, Shannon leads the conversation. He keeps answering the questions for him, and he gonna keep doing this. And when me and my daughter watched it, I kept telling her, that is so annoying to me. Let him finish what he's got. Ask the question, let him finish what he got to say, and then you come back in and you say what you, child. Oh, okay, moving forward.
I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with, and in that moment, and I found the humor is the fear of being, I was afraid to raising the children alone.
And you found that funny. He was afraid of raising the children alone. And that was where he found the fun at. The fear of okay, dude, whatever.
Which was a silly thought, because she's fighting for her life. That's the humor to me.
Wow.
Is that how ridiculous of me to think?
I agree with that. How ridiculous of you. Y'all, I have to stop this every so often because my understanding is Club Shay Shay is very, very particular about his stuff. Like, he does not like his things played. So YouTube says for fair use content, you have to stop it, give commentary. So that's what we're doing, so that YouTube does not detect that I'm just playing this stuff straight through, that I'm breaking it up and I'm talking about it. Please like, share, and subscribe if you are in this chat right now. Like, share, subscribe. If you're new here, please subscribe. I would love to have you over here in Lady Ro's Queendom.
Think about that in a moment like this, because for her, raising the children alone is a lot easier than what she's currently going through. And it also points at I was blessed enough to be selfish in the moment, is also how I see that. It's
that thought just, okay. That thought was just insane to me. He was blessed to be selfish in the moment. Child.
All the emotions that come into creating this. That's what I want people to see when I create my comedy.
You guys do have a special bond, because when you were an up and coming comedian, she allowed you to quit your job and support you financially.
Yes.
Wait a minute. So this young lady let's back this up a little bit. This young lady did not want any more children, because when he met her, she had, I think, a child or two. She didn't want any more children when she met him. She had a child because he wanted a child. She almost passed away in childbirth. And she actually allowed him to quit his job and took care of him while he pursued comedy. Child. And he making jokes off of your pain. Oh, all right.
So there is a special bond that you guys share. Yeah. It wasn't like, she didn't support you, you made it, she's not around. Like, when you were trying to become what you've become, she was there.
Yeah. Yeah. And she know it. She know. Yeah. I got her forever. And it's so funny. Even when she knows, like, when we're at odds at the most, I'll be like, man, I can't stand it. I just hate the way. And then somebody like, yeah, watch your mouth.
Nah.
Watch your mouth.
I can say that. You can't say that.
It's good that they still have a decent relationship when it comes to the children. But he says a little bit later that they don't have much of a relationship at all. So I'm not really sure what this means, because Chad, he is all over the place. He is all over the place.
Your mouth. That lady has held me down.
Yeah.
From the get. I'm not even a parent without her. I don't have, I have a video. I just watched it the other day of the first time I ever did comedy, right? Mm-hmm. It's the day after. I'm reading off of a plaque that she made to commemorate the first time I've ever been on stage. Wow. And how proud she was of me and all that.
I think she really loved him, because he does speak in this about how she loved him, and he didn't really, she loved him, and he said he didn't think he really loved her. This is the same woman who got pregnant, didn't want children, didn't want any more children, got pregnant, had a child for him, and almost passed away in childbirth. But he felt like she loved him and he didn't really love her. Child, the things y'all do for these men.
That's the type of, I remember that person. I still know that person is in that person I can't get along with sometimes.
Given all of that, the commemorative plaque, birthing your kids.
I've seen plenty of.
We got a commercial coming. See how long this one lasts. I noticed commercials have gotten super long lately. Let's go.
How difficult was it for you to end that relationship, or you guys to go your separate? Say we're going to be co-parents.
I want you guys to listen to this part, especially very clearly.
Oh, 1, 2, we're not one.
It was easy for me, hard for her, and then it became hard for me, easy for her.
Why was it hard? Why was it easy for you and hard for her?
All I could see was the world that I was about to go. I'm about to be a star. I'm about to do all the things. My career is taking off. I see all the.
When they broke up, it was easy for him because he said, I'm about to be a star. I'm about to be out here in the world. I'm about to go here, there, and all the ladies going to want me. That's what he thought.
And this is the funny part. I don't even feel like providing context for people because people are going to be like, oh, what? He made it big.
Oh, he made it big.
And No, we were already, it just happened after. It was, yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's a thing too I feel some type of guilt about because she was this close to the bubble burst. Like it happened.
So they broke up right before he hit stardom. Like before his career took off, they broke up. And it's unfortunate for her because she held him down when he didn't have a job and was out here trying to be a comedian.
Happening, mm-hmm. And while we were locked in, but we weren't locked in whenever it happened. And so for me, like there was guilt. So that's hard for me, but it was easy for me because I really didn't want the relationship. And it was hard for her because she did.
Right.
And it was easy for him because he didn't want the relationship. It was hard for her because she did. That is heartbreaking. You have someone who loves you and you don't love them. It's heartbreaking to be in a relationship with someone because you can't love yourself. But you can love yourself, but you can't be in a relationship and do the love that you feel like you should be getting from another person. So I'm sure that was hard on her.
And
breaking up is easy as long as you're not the one being broken up with.
And this is the thing. She didn't want children. I wanted children.
Here we go. She didn't want kids. He wanted kids.
So you don't force the kids on her. Now
she had children for me.
Yes.
And now I'm not here.
Yeah. This like my granny used to say, you ought to be beaten, made to stay.
But you see what the funny part about this is? I'm in my 20s. Mm-hmm. The world is my oyster. I ain't even realizing what I'm putting her through. Cause we tried.
Oh, he got all kinds of excuses, honey. All kinds of excuses. But he said he's in his 20s, so he's using his age as a reason as to why he didn't feel the need to be committed to this lady who had children for him, almost passed away in childbirth, and now he doesn't want her anymore. She's held him down. He's out here going, from chicken circuit to chicken circuit, I think is what they call it, when they're at chitlin circuit. That's what they call it, when they're doing to the small clubs or whatever, about to get, it's a career about to blow up, but he didn't want to be in the relationship. Now we find out she didn't want kids. She had children for him.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It ain't like I didn't try.
Right.
But I'm not seeing things from her perspective because I'm sending money back. I'm getting joint accounts, giving you access to all the money anytime you want to. Like I never played with her like that. I've never played her. And she's always had access. So whenever, but that's when it was eating me. What was eating me up was I always wanted the family unit. That's what I wanted. She knew I wanted that.
Yes.
And she was willing to.
You wanted the family unit, but at what cost? And what cost did you put her through to have the family unit? Well, go ahead, Ryan.
Give you that, even though she didn't want that
for herself necessarily.
Yeah.
And by the time I came around,
so maybe she doesn't have any other children. Maybe the only children she has are his, but she did not want children per se. He did.
Around the understanding that all I have to do is come here and make this whole. When I came back,
she ain't want you.
She didn't want nothing. She didn't want nothing to do with it. And can
you blame her? Can you blame her? A man will walk away from you while you have almost passed away having his children, and now he wants to come back and have a family. You're like, I ain't doing that.
Gave her a pretty good deal. I came back. I was like, look, we're going to live together. We're going to raise the children together. You ain't got to work. I'm going to pay for everything. I'll get you a personal trainer. I'll get you a personal
trainer. Why does she need a personal trainer? Is he trying to make a dig? Is he trying to be funny, saying that she's obese? What's the problem? I don't get it. Queen Script said he is something else. He definitely is that. Sounds selfish to me. It's all about him and what she did for him. Exactly. This lady has given him an opportunity where he did not have to work so he could pursue his career. She had almost passed away in childbirth while giving him children that she didn't even want, that she didn't necessarily want, but she compromised to create a family for him. Now he's left. He comes back. Now he's saying he gave her a pretty good deal. I come back. We can do this. Everything is about what he wants. Everything. Sandra said nothing is funny about this. Absolutely nothing. Oh, you ain't got to the good part yet. And I got plenty more receipts we're going to go through. Child, this is a mess.
Chef to teach you how to, cook. And
she said, I want my personal.
He was going to get a personal trainer and a chef. So is he saying she was obese? She couldn't cook? What is he saying?
Space.
Yeah, and she was like, and she was more or less like, that's it. I was like, God, this lady don't want no parts of me.
No,
she don't want no parts of me.
Was that hard for you? Because you said in the beginning you wanted that, she didn't. Now that you wanted it and she didn't, was that hard? Now
he sounds confused. He sounds like he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. Although that's what you do with cake, you eat it. But sounds like he wanted it at the same time.
Did you see the flips that now? Did you see what she was going through?
Nope, still didn't see it. All I could think about is I lost my family. That's all I could think about.
Damn.
That's all I can say.
Selfish, super selfish. Not just regular selfish, super, super, super selfish. All he could think about was, I lost my family. Not what he had put this lady through, not her thoughts, not her thought processes. All he could think about was, I lost my family. Let's keep on listening.
That's why I give people the space for growth. I was not always a good person.
Right.
And the funny part is, it wasn't that I was being a bad person.
Right.
I just couldn't, I lacked.
You were being a bad person. I'm sorry. You may not think you were. Just like your mother has an issue with accepting the fact that there were things in your childhood that may have not been right. And then when you talk to her, she doesn't want to, you have that same issue, sir. I see it. It's bubbling over. It's oozing from your veins.
Empathy. I could not see somebody else's perspective.
Right.
So so it took some growing up for me to be like, because I know all I could see was what I was going through. It wasn't a walk in the park from my end either. She was not making everything easy for me.
And she shouldn't. And she should not. Why should she make things easy for you when you are the one who said you didn't want the relationship and you walked away? So when you got ready, you wanted to come back and she was just supposed to make it a bed of roses for you. Baby, she put them thorns out there for you.
On my end. And I had to sit there and go, Ryan, what is it like being her? What is it like being her? You're doing these things that you feel like make life easier for her because these are the things you would appreciate. But what would she appreciate? What could you have done to make these 10, 11 years that much easier for her? Because it wasn't always money that would have done it for her.
10 or 11 years. Y'all keeping up with the calculation? Somewhere or another, they've been together 10 or 11 years. Now, She must have had a child right off the bat because this child is 10, almost 11. Let's move forward. This is their oldest, which is a daughter.
There were so many things. There was a certain level of, just showing up that she need. Like, she don't need split custody. She needs whenever when it feels like it's too much.
Somebody come get you. You need to come get the kids.
I need to come get the kids.
We know now that you have not seen your daughter consistently since she was 3 years old. Moving forward, I think you just a big liar. You like the camera and you like to make it look good in front of the camera, Ryan.
I had them the last weekend. That ain't got nothing to do with her being overwhelmed right now. So I see all the stuff I do. She see all the time she's overwhelmed.
And she's like, yeah, I see the stuff you do, but you don't see how much I do.
And the thing is, I do, but I didn't give her flowers ever
at that time.
And the funny part is,
I don't know if anybody else is like reading between the lines and realize that he's telling a whole bunch of fibber-wibbers. He's not being honest, even though he told Shannon that this was going to be the most candid he's ever been. He was going to be very honest, and he was going to come down here and he was going to talk to him straightforward and be super. He's done everything, I think, but be honest. All this is alleged. This is just my opinion. I don't know this for a fact, but I believe that he's not being straightforward.
I didn't give her flowers because I was being an asshole.
But hey, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with. Hey, I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you are right.
Why were you that way?
I just didn't want to give her the satisfaction. Hurt people.
True.
I couldn't have my family.
But you hurt her. You hurt her first, and she just returned the favor.
Family, you don't get it.
No, you have a no.
No, we don't get it because it's a little weird. A little super weird.
Nah, you don't get it.
Damn right.
I'm sorry.
You heard it. He said he's sorry.
I'm sorry.
Would you when she sees this and she said that's the first time that you said you're sorry, Ryan, I want my family back?
Nah. Nah, we good.
Because she don't want you back. That's why y'all good. Nah. Because she don't want to be back in a relationship with you. I am almost positive of it. Who wants to be in a relationship with someone who is so selfish that they only want their needs met and they overlook all of your needs? No one.
But too much. Too much time. It's too much of everything.
Yeah.
When you have an opportunity to rid yourself of that, who want to get back in that? And as you age, you mature more. You mature to the point where you're like, I deserve better than that. I deserve way much better than that.
Too much of everything.
Yeah, we died.
Yeah.
I tried everything. Coffee, Pomodoro, and
says 72% of the people find ghosting more painful than being dumped because of the lack of closure. The brain keeps searching for answers. You agree with that?
Yeah. I'm a ghoster. And when I got
you just up and leave. You just no questions asked.
So
he just told you when he was talking about his mama that he just up and leave. So for some reason you thought that was gonna change. Yeah, this man is a ghoster, just like he said.
Oh, the growth of any person happens where discomfort is.
Yes.
That's where any growth happens of any kind. I'm non-confrontational. I'll take my ball and go home. I don't.
I want to hear the conversation about the daughter. I don't care anything about that. Let's see what's right here.
Your response. What is it? That's the part of maturing. And then also seeing things from other people's point.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find this because I saw it and thought I could get a better view of this. It's only like an 11-minute clip. that I need. And I chose not to pull it up, but I should have pulled it. Here we go. Let's go. Let me add you guys back in. Everything is alleged. Fair use disclaimer. Excuse me. Fair use disclaimer. Some material in this video is used under U.S. Copyright Fair Use Section 107 for purposes such as commentary, criticism, news reporting, and education. We're doing some commentary, a whole lot of criticism. Let's get back over here and listen to this 11-minute clip from Shannon Sharpe's interview. Let's go.
It's so tough.
Early on, it is tough. Then you're both young.
Yeah.
Let me see if we can go back.
It's so tough.
Early on, it is tough. Then you're both young.
Yeah, it's so tough.
And you both want to be right.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
And it's a lot harder to be more right than them.
Because you don't realize you tugging, but you're not pulling at each other, you're pulling at the child.
Yeah.
And that was the hardest thing, but I want to be right.
Her need to be right was greater than mine.
She probably would say your need to be right was greater than hers.
Nah, she can be honest. Like it depends on how mad she is. If she's not mad, she can be honest about it.
Right.
The things like she's just like I'm mellow. She's on the opposite side. So he's a volcano.
So I'm not sure if he's talking about his child or his child's mother, but let's keep listening. I think he's talking about the child's mother, the kid's mom.
Well, that's why you guys worked in the beginning.
That's why we worked. Yeah. So
he is talking about the mother because he said that's why they worked in the beginning.
But like we're just working through like getting our custody agreement together now. You know, and I told you I'm gonna be more candid on here than I've ever been. I never talk about my co-parenting situation, but whenever I have 2 children. I have an 8-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. She's about to turn 11.
So let's add that up. 8, and then a 10-year-old that's about to be 11.
And it's been rough. I've been there every step of the way financially. I haven't always been there the way that I should have physically, but I wasn't always allowed to be there like I could have been physically too.
But those are the sacrifices that you got to make because it all depends on how successful are you trying to.
Now he's saying that he's been there every step of the way financially, but not physically. And he says there was reasons why he couldn't be there. Let's dig a little bit deeper, see what he talk about.
It is hard because the greater the goal, the greater the sacrifice needed to reach said goal.
And nobody talks about what it is to be in this space. I appreciate people like Kevin Hart and others who give candid interviews because you don't know, nobody prepares you for what it is to fly to a city, a bunch of people to a city you've never been to, a bunch of people paid, got dressed to go enjoy what it is that you do. You enjoy.
Now he's giving us a lot of fluff. We really want to move past the fluff and get to the real stuff. Come on, Ryan. Let's talk. Let's get on over here. You do wasting time, honey.
What you do, you love what you do. You take that money home and you give it back to your children and their mother for them to have a better life. But the children don't feel as close because you're gone to go do this thing. Yeah. She feels abandoned or feel like she's doing it on her own. Because even if you're doing it financially, you can't supplement time.
No.
And when you're carrying the load financially, you don't want to hear nobody talk about how you not doing your part. What?
You're not doing your part. Won't you fly your kids with you? When you fly to Timbuktu, get your kids a plane ticket to Timbuktu and let them fly with you. That's something you could do. And that way your children can also get a chance to spend time with you. But go ahead, Ryan.
You're taking care of 3 households.
Exactly.
I'm not doing my part. It's hard for you to
You know,
Yeah, it's hard for you to see.
because time is the most valuable commodity.
It's the most valuable commodity. So then I ran into the.
He says he's taking care of 3 households. I don't know what 3 they are. I know the baby mama's one, the children's mother. I hate the word baby mama. The children's mother's one, his household, and maybe got a woman on the side. I don't know.
This thing where my daughter went from I love my dad to let me see what I can get out of him.
We done got to the meats and the potatoes. He said he went from this thing where I love my dad to let me see what I can get out of him. We're talking about what, 17, 18-year-old? Did he say this child was 10, almost 11? Child. When I tell you this is weird, but let's keep talking.
And when she started looking at me as access to like material things.
You were ATM, and all of a sudden you weren't there.
Now he done chimed in. Now, didn't he just get in trouble for being with a 19-year-old? OnlyFans, my child. Let me mind my business.
And you're an ATM.
Mind my business.
Broke me. Because it was.
It broke you because your 10, almost 11-year-old wanted things to be transactional. She's 10 or 11. Who else you gonna get some money from? The man on the corner, mama's boyfriend? Where else you want to get? Normally, at least in my house, and me growing up, I got my money when I was 10, 11, 12 from my parents. My children got their money when they were 10 and 11 from me, and I believe that's just how it normally works. I don't know where she want her to get her money from, but are you calling your kid a leech? I don't know. To me, it sounds like you're saying your child is leeching off you, but let's keep listening to Ryan, because Ryan sounds like he might have a little issue with misogyny. But let's listen.
It's like, I only want to be around him if I can get something out of him.
Oh, he called her a leech. I only want to be around him if I get something. Oh, yeah, he called her a leech. Yeah, we just got to the leech part.
So let me ask you this: Did you sit down and have a conversation? How did you come?
She's 10, you big head boy. She's 10.
To the realization that it was, yes, this is my child, but my child only wants to be around me because of what the access that she has.
Boy, she is 10. You don't sit your big arms back. The little girl is 10. 10. What do 10-year-olds want? Dolls. They want Roblox so they can play games. They want candy. We want a phone, an iPhone, so they can play games on the iPhone. They may want a laptop or an iPad, but it's transaction. When I tell you you've lost me with this one, you've completely lost. But you got mommy issues, and the very fact you got mommy issues, you're throwing them off on your daughter. But keep on talking, Ryan.
To things, perfume, jewelry, clothes, makeup, whatever the case may be.
It's heartbreaking.
Makeup. She's 10. I just want to write on a piece of paper. Somebody should hold up a paper that says she's 10. She's 10. She's 10. She's 10 years old. She's 10. 10. Makeup. She wants jewelry. She's 10. What do 10-year-olds want? They might want a little bit of piece of jewelry. My little grandbaby, baby, she was bracelets. When she was 10, baby, we had all kinds of beaded bracelets she had to get. We bought her kits so she could make bracelets. She wanted a cell phone, an iPad. Her daddy bought her iPad and a cell phone. Just all kinds of stuff. But that's what you do for your children. Queen Script said, he really doesn't know kids. He doesn't. Even Shannon is talking crazy. Does he remember Married with Children? Al Bundy handing out money? You're a dad. Say it again, Symmetry. I can remember going to my daddy for $5. Let me tell you something. My parents, we lived in the city that I grew up in. There was a store at the end of our street. We were not allowed to walk to the store. not without one of my bigger siblings going with me. I was a little kid, so my dad, when he would come home from work, he would give me $1. He would give me $1. He would take me to the store. The store was called Strix. And I would go in the store. My dad knew the manager. His name was Calvin. I would go in the store, and we had little brown bags. It was probably about this big, y'all. Little brown bags. And I would fill that bag up with candy, and I would take it and I would get me a pickle. I would get a pickle and a bag full of Jolly Ranchers, Now Laters, you name it. Peppermint sticks for my pickle, and I'll put it up there, and he would count it all out, and I would give me some change. I remember one time I went in there, and the lady did not give me my change back, and I went out to the car crying. What she did, she put my change on the counter. I was a kid, little big kid, couldn't see over the counter. And I went out to the car, and I was just bawling. And my dad was like, "What is it?" And I was like, "She didn't give my money. She didn't get my change, Daddy." But my daddy got out that car. He went in there and talked to the manager, Calvin. And Calvin was like, Who was it? Who was it, baby?" I can remember this like it was yesterday. And my money was still sitting there on that countertop. And he told the worker, he said, "Whenever she comes in here, you put her money either in the sack or you put it in her hand. Don't you ever let her walk out of here crying again." Dude, that lady was all kind of apologetic. And I went into that store every single day when my dad got home from work. My brothers and sisters would tell you, my dad, he didn't do that for the rest of them. But baby, I got in the car and he would drive me to Strix every day to get a pickle and some candy. Every day. If it wasn't every day, it was close to every day. I went to the store a lot. So I got my dollars from my parents, my daddy or my mama. Whichever one had money, and I got an allowance. When I was 10 years old, I was getting an allowance every week. So child, I don't understand with that.
It's heartbreaking because it's like,
and he trying to cry because a 10-year-old expect him to give her money. Tell me his transaction. Boy, shut up.
It's heartbreaking because it's like, my daughter saved my life. I'm not.
Now she saved his life. Girl. Shut up. Woo! He getting on when I say my last nerve, he getting on my last nerve. The last one of them. The last one I got, he getting on it.
Not a very motivated person. And when we went and got that ultrasound, and
his daughter saved his life because he's not a motivated person. Chad, tell me how this ultrasound saved your life.
Said it's a girl. I knew I couldn't be a mediocre man anymore.
But you're less than mediocre. You don't even want to give a 10-year-old money, and she's your 10-year-old. You're complaining and calling your daughter, in other words, a leech, because she asked you for money. Chad.
Because it would affect how she viewed men in general.
And then she'd have been okay with it.
Oh, I don't even know where to start, baby. She used to view all men as a transaction. You know what? Slide your card through. That's the only way she needs to view me, and just like she viewing you, because you tripping. If all of them act like you, view them as transactional. Baby, I cannot believe you saying this.
And she would be okay with a mediocre man.
Right, because you're mediocre. Her mom settled for a mediocre man to have 2 kids with, and the mediocre man does not want to give his 10-year-old kid, allegedly.
And I worked harder than I ever worked in my life because of her. She's my reason. And then for my reason, and she was a daddy's girl, big time. Oh, big time.
That's my oldest.
Yeah, she my oldest. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a daddy's girl. She's 10 years old. So I just wondered when this daddy girl part just faded away. Because I was a daddy's girl. When I say I was a daddy's girl. Like literally. I waited in the window. We had a picture window for my dad to come home every day. I was a daddy's girl. At some point, of course, I grew up. I still love my daddy, but I wouldn't sit in his lap, ask him all kinds of crazy questions. But I was always a daddy's girl to the day he passed away. So I'm not understanding this one, but go ahead, boy.
To watch that daddy's girl go from I just want to be around him. I just want to touch him. I just want to sleep on him, be cuddled up to him. To, hey, if he ain't buying me nothing, I really ain't trying to go.
Now, if you have a child who is saying, if he ain't buying me nothing, I don't really want to go, there's a reason. There is a reason, and I think he knows the reason, and he just ain't willing to spill it, because I bet you know why it's transactional. Could it be that you're never around? Could it be that you don't ever do nothing for her? So when you are with her, you take her shopping because you're not around? Because we know a lot of daddies who do that. My niece, my granddaughter, her dad's one of those. Every time she's with them, they go to the McDonald's or the Chuck E. Cheese. When she come back, she done came back with comforters, pillows, teddy bears, shoes. She always come back with a pair of shoes. I need little shoes, and he buy her shoes. She'll come back with shoes. He done came over and dropped cell phones off after she done broke them. It's transactional because what? He's not as present as he should be. So that's his way of making up for not being as present. So I'm telling you, when you're transactional with a 10-year-old, it's because of something you've done, not any other reason. Her mom ain't told her. It's something you've done, buddy. Trust me.
Like, I lost her. And it takes a long time to get them back.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, that was the one thing.
She's 10. You haven't lost her. She's gone nowhere. You need to be a better father, a better man to your kid. That's it. That's it. You sitting there acting like she's 25 and she done went off to college and she has now decided to go no contact. Chad, this is a 10-year-old.
About this whole custody agreement, that was like so important for me. It was like, while we're going through what it is, and then me and their mother was talking, and she was like, "Dang, it's like you're trying to get so much time." I'm like, yeah.
Why is there a custody agreement? Is it because she had to sue you for child support? Hey, sad baby doll. Hey, y'all. Yeah, I wonder why there is a custody agreement. I guarantee you she sued him for child support. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you some money involved. The reason why he's getting a custody agreement, because she's 10 and y'all just now doing the custody agreement, baby, allegedly.
Yeah, because that's all that matters now.
Because once it's gone,
time is all that matters. But just a few minutes ago, the daughter only wanted to be around if he was buying her things.
Because once it's gone, it's gone. It's like, you had so much of the first half. Just let me get more on the back end.
you do realize that what comes with that, there are going to be some times that where you probably want to be on the road and should be on the road, you're not going to be on the road.
Nah,
right?
the summers is theirs.
Wait a minute. She said you want so much time. But the summers are theirs. That's the bulk of the time. The summers. Chad, when I tell you this boy done talked in riddles and made my head hurt. Listen, come on, Ryan.
They got it. I'll never.
She got summers. She got weekends. She got Monday through Friday. She got 12 months in a year. I guarantee you ain't no custody agreement at all that he's going to abide by, allegedly. I guarantee you, I'm willing to put a little bit of change on it, that there is no custody agreement that he's going to abide by, even if they have one on paper. Guarantee you, with child support, you're automatically given a custody agreement, right? Automatically. And he probably was in there, he want this, this, and this. But then he just said, the summers, they got it. The mama got custodial, she got custodial parenting, or she's a custodial parent. So that means she has the bulk of the time. Child, this man over here telling y'all jokes and riddles.
Or like, you'd have.
Oh, you have to take them on when they get older. Take them on the road with you.
You gotta, and ain't take them on the road with me. You gotta pay me to supplement the fact that I'm bringing them with me.
Wow.
Don't even make common sense. She got to pay him to supplement that he's taking them on the road with them. Child, whatever that means. I don't know. That didn't make sense to me. Symmetry said he made a transaction with the mother. Of course, he's doing the same with his daughter. Exactly. I agree with that 100%. I said that. Why is it transactional? It's got to be because of you. Symmetry speaking to satin baby doll. Let's get on back over here and finish watching so we can wrap this up.
If it ain't that,
It ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it because
Imagine being able to build an app with.
I want to go back a little bit and listen to what he was saying about taking them on the road because it was kind of confusing.
Like my son, thank God it ain't worth it bringing them with me.
Wow.
You got to pay me to supplement the fact that I'm bringing them with me.
Wow.
If it ain't,
who gonna pay you though? That didn't make a lot of sense. Go ahead.
That
it ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it because, like,
he's saying that clubs are gonna have to pay him to supplement him bringing his children on the road with him, or it's not gonna be worth it. Child, you ain't gonna take them kids nowhere. You ain't allegedly. You ain't fooling nobody. You're not fit to take them kids to now comedy club with you or on the road with you. You're not fit to take them to Los Angeles. You ain't gonna take them overseas. You ain't take them nowhere. Baby, stop it. Stop it.
My son, thank God I got it right before it happened with him.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
he's 8. It's gonna happen too. It's same mama, same relationship. It's gonna happen when he come to 10 years old. He gonna realize daddy got a little money. He can go buy this. Daddy can buy. It's gonna happen. I guarantee you, it's gonna happen. I'm
Superman in his eyes.
Right.
Like
now, baby, that changes. I promise you, that's gonna change.
He was like, that's dad. Like when he look at me, I just be like, I'm not the person you see.
At all. At all, you're not. Allegedly.
Like, I got him food.
Yeah, but he just and she used to see me like that. And then my daughter, like I get glimpses. So I still get glimpses. Mm-hmm. There'll be times.
This man said it at his daughter, he get glimpses. This is a child who's looking, a 10-year-old looking to her parents to give her money so that she can buy things at school, snacks, whatever, and whatever else she wants. And you get glimpses. Baby, you sound like a star native fool, allegedly. Allegedly.
Times, like she'll get her hair done or get new earrings or whatever. She cares. Where I was like, these are cute. She's like, yeah, she's like.
She should be getting her hair done every time that it needs to be done.
Like, she wants me, but there's the fear of giving her all to me and it being taken
and you're
away.
Gone again.
And I'm gone again. And how do you...
There's the truth right there. Gone again. Dad is only in town. When he comes to town, I can get stuff from him, and then he's gone again. There's the transaction. I told you, somewhere along the way, we're going to find a little bit of truth in this story.
Explain to a 10-year-old, you know what I mean?
But they don't understand. They don't understand, Ryan, because...
And this one over here talking like she's 55. She's 10. So you need to shut your big arm self up.
They don't understand the private schools. They don't understand the access that they have. It's because of you.
Man, no. They homeschool. They don't.
She's 10.
Oh, no. Ain't none of your peers homeschooled. Ain't none of your peers like...
have the access to things that you have. It's because...
Do you know you live in a house with a parent that ain't never got to worry about...
Nothing.
You know how many people get raised like that? Not many.
Not many.
Not many.
Nope.
He thinks because he supplies money to the mom that she doesn't have to worry about things. I promise you that mother still has things that she has to worry about. Always. She's a mom. There's always going to be something to worry about.
But it's not for them to get.
Right.
You got to meet them where they are. It's just
That's
like
a child, so you got to get on the child's level.
You got to get on the child's level. It ain't the time to pat yourself on the back.
Right.
Yeah.
But you're not on a child's level because you're talking about it being transactional as though she's a teenager. She's 10. And I find that super weird, super weird. Even if you're saying that that's hurtful, that you think she sees you that way, you still have to remember she's 10. Perhaps you were never 10. Perhaps your parents never gave you any money. I don't know. But that's normally the way it goes. See if there's anything else worth listening to.
So, you know, it's I got to do the work. Too much.
Is it true you contemplated suicide?
All right, that's enough of that. So I was digging, and I found, let's see if I can find this. I found this on a website called Shine My Crown, and I think it's definitely worth sharing. This is actually shinemycrown.com is the actual website, and this website has a picture of Ryan Davis's daughter. Ryan Davis calls his own daughter, 10-year-old daughter, a gold digger. Now her mother is speaking up. This was published on yesterday. The issue is that he didn't call her a gold digger. Shannon Sharpe did. Ryan Davis is facing intense backlash after comments he made about his daughter on Club Shay Shay ignited a painful public debate about parenting, perception, and accountability. During the interview, Davis opened up about his relationship with his child, saying it broke his heart when he felt she began viewing him as access to material things. He described a shift, claiming that his daughter went from expressing love to wanting to be around him only if she could get something out of it. My daughter went from I love my dad to let me see what I can get out of him. When she started looking at me as access to material things, broke me, because it was like I only want to be around him if I can get something out of him. Heartbreaking. Fans across social media pushed back hard, questioning why a grown man would characterize his own daughter, a young child, an opportunist. Many point out that what felt obvious to parents everywhere, that children ask their parents for things, especially daughters, especially when that parent is financially able. To them, Davis's words crossed the line by placing adult intentions onto a child who is still learning the world. An account claiming to belong to the mother of Ryan Davis's children spoke out, adding a deeply personal layer to the controversy. In a statement that quickly spread online, she said, the situation has been hurtful and traumatic for their daughter, who is now 11 years old. So she is 11. I'm sorry. She has now turned 11. According to her, the child stumbled across the viral clips and images herself, forcing a heartbreaking conversation no parent wants to have. I will tell you this. We know that children have cell phones. They have iPads, especially of that age. And they scroll through. My granddaughter, I believe, was in here the other night, and I think I was on the phone with somebody in the mod squad, and I was like, "Are you on TikTok?" Because she knows we don't do TikTok, and she said, "No, ma'am, I'm on CapCut." I said, "Okay, you can make all them videos all you want to, but baby, we don't do no TikTok over you, and your face is not to be on TikTok. We don't want that for you. I don't want, because baby, it's granny crazy." Anywho, my daughter wasn't protected in this situation at all, explaining to an 11-year-old who stumbled across her face on social media as to why her face is all over strangers' page and why her father said what he said when, in fact, she doesn't even ask for things from him, has been the final straw. Let's see. We're going to scroll past that. She stated that their daughter does not ask him for material things. And she said the idea that Davis was once deeply involved and then pulled away after a breakup is false. She explained that their daughter was just 3 years old when Davis moved away, and that the two parents never lived together. In her words, her child was never protected in this moment. And seeing her face circulate online alongside her father's comments was the final straw. This narrative that we were together, then broke up, and the relationship changed between the two of them is all false. She was 3 when he moved away, and we never lived together. This entire thing has been very hurtful and traumatic for my daughter. I never say anything, but when it comes to my kids, I will always be vocal. As the viral clips continue to circulate, the debate remains divided between those who understand a father's frustration and those who believe children should be shielded from adult conversations. I am one of those people that feel like children should be shielded from adult conversations. Symmetry said the internet is forever. How does he think this will make his daughter feel? I guess he wants the same relationship with his daughter that he has with his mother. I think you're right. I totally think you're right. Oh, that it doesn't stop there. I have more I want to show you guys. I want to show you how Club Shay Shay, to me, disrespected this right here. If you can see this, can you see my cursor? Is a picture of Ryan Davis and his daughter. This is a clip that Club Shay Shay posted. It's been viewed 137,000 times. This is a picture of his kid. That should never have happened. That should have never happened. Why in the world are you posting videos of a child on your page and thinking that it's okay? Is beyond me. It's crazy, 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 crazy. I found this also on TikTok that I wanted to share. Let's see. This young lady, baby, when I say she read Ryan for filth, let's just listen in. This is on TikTok, Life with Tori Simone.
Okay, so I saw this Ryan Davis interview, and there's been a lot of discussion around it, and I just wanted to be able to, I guess, add my 2 cents and some additional information, because I've been seeing a lot of people just talking about the generalized like comments that he made about his daughter. But what's very important is the timeline of his whole parenting situation and the background information about it. So in the interview, Ryan Davis says that his then girlfriend did not want more children. She already had kids. His then girlfriend did not want more kids. That's very important. He wanted the kids, right? Or the additional child, right? She then has a child for him. Okay. He then leaves. He said that he made sure that she had access to all the money. They had joint accounts, X, Y, and Z. But the child was the full-time responsibility of his then girlfriend, who did not want kids anymore. Like, she didn't want more children. Okay. But now she's left having to raise full-time and as a single parent this child, and he's only providing financial support for 10 to 11 years. For 10 to 11 years, he has not been regularly in the life of his daughter. The same daughter that he called a gold digger, the 10-year-old, because she treats him like an ATM, right? Then in addition to that, he says that when he finally thought about things and came back, his child's mother didn't want anything to do with him. Naturally. Right? Didn't want anything to do with him. Okay. And he says, I gave her a really, really good deal. Like, I gave her a really, really good deal. Get a personal trainer, get a chef. She doesn't have to work, blah, 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 blah. Right? And she still was like, that's it. To which then he was upset because he had lost his family. So he said he never gave her flowers about everything that she had to go through while raising their child by herself, only because he did not want to give her the satisfaction. He did not want to give her the satisfaction. Therefore, he never thanked her and showed appreciation for the sacrifice that she made for a family that she did not want, that he wanted, that he then up and left her with. And then you call the child a gold digger on a podcast to the world. Are we okay?
Are we okay? I totally agree. Are we okay? Are we okay? Oh, one more, and then we're gonna go. This I found on the Twitters. When I say Twitter was eating him up, Twitter X as they call it, I still say Twitter was eating him up. But I believe this one is worth a listen to, because as moms, our children look at us as ATMs. Literally. When the dad's not around, kids look at their mom as ATM. Let's listen to what she had to say.
What Ryan Davis is doing to his daughter makes a lot more sense when you start to understand that men are generally allowed to abandon their children if they have a good enough reason. And so to gain that good reason, they create narratives, right? And most of the narratives that we hear is they either blame like a legal issue, child support, the courts took like the kids from me, or they blame the child's mother, right? She's vindictive. She's hard to deal with. She sets up the children to not listen to me. And I'm a man. How can I have my children not listen to me? She's emasculating me. Like, you know, you create all of these things that make it impossible for you to be a father. I can't be a father because of all of these external things that are affecting me. Despite women facing these external things too, they seem to somehow always manage to be a mother. But every once in a while, they will do that character assassination. They will run that narrative on the child themselves. And that typically comes behaviorally, right? This child doesn't listen to me and I'm a man. But it's far and few in between, but it happens pretty consistently where they'll just call their kid a gold digger. And that's what he's doing. He's creating the narrative now. She's very young. It's 10, so it's a hard sell. But at 16, do you think it's that hard of a sale? Like at 21, when she's a college student and she needs help with school and stuff, do you think it's that hard of a sell? But when you plant the seed at 10 years old, then everybody around her in the immediate, and it's like us out here, it's a bad look on him, but that's not who he's running this narrative for. He's running the narrative for his own family members who have an expectation for you to care for your children. So he's trying to find a way out of it. And he needs to find a very strategic way to run that narrative that does not lose him access to his other family members. So if she is the problem and she's a greedy little girl who's out for his pockets and doesn't love him like the father he's supposed to be, people will sympathize with that. And when he successfully abandons her, it won't be his fault because he wanted to be the father for you, but you didn't want a father. You wanted an ATM. So really, it's your fault.
And how, and to me, I believe that's what he is. That's his whole goal. This young lady, Tosh, says, someone said, my son sees me as an ATM too, a counselor, a nurse, a teacher, a chef, a problem solver. He's my kid. I'm his parent. He depends on me. It's normal. Exactly. That's what children do. There's so many different things. If you read up through here, this is where I found that actual Shine My Crown, the website that I went to and found the video of the intake from the mom. So if you own X, just go over there and just put a hashtag Ryan Davis. Baby, when I say they eating him up in the comments, they eat, rightfully so, eating him up in the comments. Ooh, child. When I tell you, this was to me one of the most disheartening things to listen to and to watch. Men have their opinion, and I believe that every man has a story. But to call a 10-year-old a gold digger or our relationship is transactional is really hard, and it's probably unfair because children are a product of their environment. 10-year-olds are definitely a product of their environment because she still exhibits, I'm sure, some innocence. Child, I think you done went down the wrong road. You might need to back up and try to be a parent, Ryan. That's all I have to say. Anybody over here anybody in the comments want to say something before we get on up out of here and get ready for bed? Because baby, the snoring has begun. It has begun. It has begun. Okay, y'all. If no one told you today, they love you. I love you. And there ain't a thing you can do about it. I hope you guys have a great night. Bye-bye.